That feels okay then. It feels like it's clear. Yeah, but if you
Just
kind of
drop
feel like
down.
if you hook up though, oh
Up that way.
yeah, I reckon
Push
hooking
up under.
up into it is where there's tucker.
G'day, Jason and Aaron here. Today we're going to fix Aaron's foot. So you've done yourself a mischief. You've tried to dunk a basketball and you landed on a drain gutter.
So we'll add the clip in here. You guys can see this happened about a week and a half ago. As you can see, I was up quite high and I even landed like down on a ramp. So I was landing a little bit lower than where I actually jumped from. And I pretty much landed right, not on my heel directly, but around here. My feet are actually quite clean for me. I cleaned them up for you guys.
Scrubbed them up nicely.
But yeah, I landed right here and like I took a big stack, as you can see, and I guess I knew something was wrong or I'd hurt myself, but it wasn't actually that painful. But I remember on driving home, when I got out of the car at home, I was like in a real bad way. And I guess moving forward, I didn't stop walking on it or working. Like I wore shoes for the first time in like 5 years at work the next day. I wore Vivo barefoot shoes with like 4 socks because it was just so painful in that area. So I'll go into the emotions that I had in a little bit. But anyway, I played golf on the Thursday, which I was really worried about. But fast forward to now, this is the first time I've felt like I need some treatment into it. And it's a week and a half later, all right? So the first few days or first week even, I just didn't want treatment because it felt like it was still healing. But tonight I've got sprints for the first time, which I don't know how I'm going to go at, but I just wanted a little bit of a Jace to feel into there and see what he thinks because it's definitely a little bit swollen still. So yeah, I just want him to go have a flush through there and see how I go.
So let's get your face down and we'll start looking into it.
Start seeing what's going on.
All right, so we'll get some wax on the knuckles. We're just going to start with a nice little sort of broad setup here just so we don't go in too hard because obviously it's a pretty direct impact that he's taken to the foot, and although it's a week and a half later, although there's a lot of muscle in the foot, it's still pretty bony through there. So there could be a little bit of bone bruising in there. And you didn't have a scan, did you, Aaron? You sort of just went with your gut feeling and what you were feeling yourself.
Yeah, I definitely think there's bone bruising for sure. But yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about the emotions that I was going through because the first 24-hour period, or I remember that night, had a shower when I got home and it was so painful every time I walked, and I was like actually thinking, I think I might have broken my foot here. But I know that from previous experience with injuries, what's best is to just wait 48 hours, unless you're in serious need of acute medical care. I just thought best wait 48 hours and see how I am. Anyway, I worked the next day at work and it was really tough getting around. But then by lunchtime that day, I was like, okay, I can feel like the more I'm moving around, it's not getting any worse. It's not like it was getting better, but I'm okay. So yeah, it's just a bit of a lesson out there that, respect your vulnerability when you're injured and just maybe avoid seeing other people for judgments and assumptions when you are in that vulnerable state, because you can get kind of pushed around a lot by people that are doing their best, but they don't know your body as good as you do. So I could have got a scan. They might have found something there. It might have scared me or interrupted my healing process, but now I haven't got a scan and I'm feeling fine, and I just feel like it needs treatment and I feel like I'm in a better spot. But it took a week and a half to get to the point where I feel like I needed treatment. But what you're doing now, Jace, is if you go back down there, Leo, as you come into here now is where it starts to feel like where the bruising still is. So
So I'd done a couple of warm-up strokes with the knuckles there just to sort of get a feel and just to ease into it, I guess. And now I'm going a bit more with the thumb just so we can start to explore in there.
Oh, yeah. That's good, Tucker.
Just tender on the spot there. What are you feeling there? Just like I'm pushing into a bit of a bruise, or?
Yeah, a bit of both, but it's definitely therapeutic. It definitely feels like you're pushing into inflammation.
Yeah.
So every push into that area feels like it's just flushing some stuff and getting rid of some potentially stagnant.
Yeah, so that's what it's all about through here. We're just trying to create some more flow where there's potentially been some build up there. Obviously there was a direct trauma, so there'll be a lot of inflammation in the area and the body's gone into its protecting mode. So yeah, now it's a week and a half later, we can try and clear some of that out and help to decrease any sort of ongoing pain that Aaron's feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, and another thing is, like, I knew initially it was such blunt force trauma that treatment wasn't necessary.
Yeah.
You know, needed to let the body do its
when
thing.
you need to give it a bit of time to
Yeah.
recover and rest. Hopefully you can still see in there, Leo. Just
Yeah,
want to
that
switch
one
thumbs around.
where you started that stroke was right on the point. So yeah, I mean, if you actually, we might put a picture up now of the anatomy, like what it's actually going on underneath the skin here. There's
Showing the
so
layers
many
of the
muscles and joints and bones and ligaments in this area. So many different structures would have been bruised. And it's funny, like where I actually feel the pain is like right where the stereotypical case of plantar fasciitis kicks in.
Yeah.
So even I was thinking, even now, like when I've been sleeping all night or when I've been sitting down for an hour, when I stand up, it hurts the most. So I've actually got a bit of empathy for what people with plantar fasciitis go through. Of the first steps upon waking are the worst. You feel like your foot's broken, but then as the movement warms up and everything warms up, you feel literally okay. So I just want to get treatment into it now to ensure that I don't potentially have something like that develop, even though I wouldn't be too stressed about
that direct
being able to
trauma. You
fix
never
it.
know what's going to cause to the tissues in that area.
Yeah.
Or a bit more through there.
Yeah, it's good stuff through there. Not too bad. Not too bad. It's just nice. But there's just like right under that calcaneus where that hook of the plantar fascia starts is where it gets...
Bit spicy.
Yeah, but it's all good though.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like there's too much going on as we get further down. Like it feels
It's all
pretty
in that.
clean through there.
Yeah. Like even that there just feels like normal plantar fascia pushing in feeling.
Yeah.
It's definitely just underneath that heel. That just feels nice, Jace.
Oh yeah.
It's good. Oh,
a little flick in there. I love a little flick.
Love a
So
flick.
we're just going to sink in under that calcaneus. Get in there, Leo. Hopefully you can see we're crashing into each other.
Yes, that feels okay. Then it feels like it's clear. Yeah, but if you
Just
kind of
drop
feel like
down.
if you hook up though, oh
Up that way.
yeah, I reckon hooking
Up under.
up into it is where there's tucker.
And then we can try and scoop. I might even change my positioning here and come around this way. See if I can get in that way. Push off the wall here. I'm going to hip and shoulder the wall. So
bit
just
of leverage.
reinforce.
Leverage for Jezelenko.
Try and angle the thumb back up into that area.
Oh,
Slowly working through. Just go a little bit more lateral to see if there's anything out there. But you're leaning more like middle and inside.
yeah, you can you can see it clear as day. Eh?
Yeah.
It's definitely more medial. Yes. Oh, mama. That's it.
Yeah, there it is. A bit more on the medial
You
side.
should be able to feel like there's more swelling there too. Like if you compare it to the other side, especially.
Yeah, now we're starting to find some curry.
Oh, that's good.
We're
Yeah,
going to
man.
start a bit higher up there and
Yeah,
see
see what the old
up the heel's got.
heel.
Couple of cracks, putting a bit of moisture through there now with a bit of the coconut oil and beeswax combo.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Hydrate me.
Yeah, bit of a mani and petty.
Yeah, fucking Ninja's heels look like the whacker pitch. In the
A few big cracks going through
yeah,
there.
Tony Gregg's lost his full set
Oh,
of
he
car
would have lost
keys.
the keys for sure.
There's a few little pictures to put into this video, I think. We want to...
I reckon a few of the whacker picks.
Yeah,
and
Tony Gregg's key
Ninja's,
going into the
Ninja's
crate.
feet. Maybe we can sneak a pic of them in here. And...
Oh. Yeah, I've always felt like this one doesn't hurt too much, but at all actually. But it kind of feels nice having your heel pushed into.
Yeah.
It's weird sensation.
Yeah, more like your foot can be pretty sensitive through the arch, but on the
Yeah.
heel it sort of just feels nice to actually have
It does.
some treatment into there.
Oh.
Well, you think how much
Oh.
Stress you put through your heel when you're walking, when you're standing,
Yeah.
running, and obviously we're barefoot quite a lot, so that is our natural cushioning for us. Like,
Tell you what, like I only wore shoes for the one day because of obviously I had to, and 4 socks. But geez, it was comfortable. Like,
gave you another perspective of like, oh, the other side of it.
yeah, like not wearing shoes at work for like 4 or 5 years. It's like when you wear shoes, you just realise how nice it is. And even because I only run, I don't play footy anymore. So anytime I sprint is at barefoot sprints, or run it is at barefoot sprints.
Yeah.
I don't remember, like I walk the dog sometimes in my barefoot shoes, and we go for a sprint, and you feel so much springy. Actually having a shoe to push into the ground. So I reckon there's something in barefoot sprints, obviously transferring over to athletic performance, because it teaches you to generate your own force with your own tissues. And when you put spikes on or cleats, it's like you're taking a piss.
You're going to use it so much better, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's like it's finding your angles that you're most efficient at, and then if you can maximise that by, adding spikes into that.
Yeah, it feels
How
really
are we feeling
good.
in there, Aaron?
Just really good. Like it just feels like I'm getting a really nice treatment through there.
We might even try, come around the inside here, Leo. Let's see what he's got right on the inside of this heel.
Yeah, it's funny you went there, because I actually had the bruising that I had.
I remember it came up through there.
It did, yeah.
Which could just be that's where the bruising's gone through, because there was so much trauma around the area. Sometimes it just collects wherever it needs to, but you can also still do some good work through there. Change my thumbs over. Sometimes the feet can, when you're doing a foot treatment, you can redline the thumbs a little bit.
Oh, it's so good. Another one of those nice heel
Strokes.
Strokes, yeah.
Let's work a little bit into that arch. And so you just had the shoes on for the 1 day post-injury. You didn't think
One day, yeah. I think Thursday I was fine. Like I
didn't
played.
Didn't want to overdo it on the shoes.
Nah.
Ninja'd start calling you soft, wouldn't he? He doesn't.
No, I played golf on the Thursday, and that was pretty tough. I remember towards the end of I normally carry my sticks, and I actually used a cart.
Use the car?
Oh, like just a pool buggy.
Oh, yeah.
Because I just didn't want that extra.
Didn't get on the golf
15
cart?
kilos. Nah, I wouldn't drive a cart. No way.
End up in a bunker.
That's sacrilegious.
Cheating, is it?
Oh no, just enjoy the walk. Enjoy the walk.
We're moving.
Oh, Shizen. It's a bit in there, Jace.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's good stuff.
We're slowly moving him off the table here.
Yeah, shifting me.
Putting a bit of force into it.
Feels good though. Shave my pins for you.
Shave the legs?
Yeah.
Oh,
Imagine what yours would look. Oh, that's a bit in that.
he's very persistent at the shaving of the legs here. I don't know.
I used to never be into it.
I don't know if it'll fly.
I reckon Alice would love it.
Maybe one day we'll find out.
We're shaving you on your Bucks party.
3 days out from the wedding.
We're gonna
again?
get
3 days,
Sammy
3
Armadas
weeks.
in. Sammy Armadas is going to do a live waxing.
All right, there it is. We'll send this to her.
There it is. That's the entertainment.
Yeah.
Jace gets waxed.
Geez, there'll be plenty of laughs. What was that,
Yeah.
Leo? Nah, we'll need to tidy up everywhere, don't we?
Yeah, Leo can do that now.
He's the clean-up
Leo's
king.
offering the clean-up services. Fuck, that feels good.
Oh, nearly tripped him up.
Oh, that's it.
Let's just push into that one. Get a little squat hold.
Look at him using leverage. Oh, that's good as. I feel like this has fixed me, Jace.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
might actually get you to stand up and have a look at it. Let's see how
Stand
you
up and
feel.
have a
Put
test.
a bit of a test. See if there's any spots you still feel. It'll be a bit tender. We've pushed into it now, but
No, it feels good. Like it wasn't feeling too bad at all. Like it just was more when I used to get up after being down for an hour.
yeah.
But no, that feels really, really good. It was just, I just knew that it was necessary to get some inflammation like kind of flush from it. So I know that I'll be better for it afterwards.
What are you feeling? Is there any spots still left in there?
No, it just feels better all around. It just feels like there's been inflammation that's been flushed out of it. But yeah, I guess the video was more just for me to experience what it's like to get pushed into it. And I guess now I know that if I got an hour treatment on this and my calf, I'd be so much better. Because like sometimes I was actually trying to work out if getting pushed into it would feel too acute.
Yeah.
But it felt so therapeutic. So yeah, I guess the premise of this video was to just be to kind of go internal when you get injured. Don't be too pushed around by medical people or your family or friends or whatever. Just go internal. I guess tune into what you're feeling exactly and assess what's going on, and then make a judgment call after that 48-hour to 72-hour period. But yeah, the body heals. The body's always fighting for you, and if you're interrupted in that acute phase, you might stuff it up a little bit. So let the body do its thing, you know. And you're going to be sore if you have like blunt force trauma or if you have injury. Yeah. So yeah, take your health into your own hands, and when you know it's right time for body work,
get in, go and do it.
That's
Thanks,
it.
guys.
Thanks, guys. See ya.